morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to a new episode of Seen and Heard live stream show slash podcast, whatever it is.
Hello, everyone. If you have questions like we do about our very existence, please
Uh,
say hi in the chat and ask away
yes.
or comment away.
If you have any questions about what a live stream is and what a podcast is, why not? We can answer that without problem because I've been studying this for last hour or something, and I'm still not sure what the difference is because Edita said live stream is podcast. No, podcast. No, I don't know. Is or isn't podcast?
We are everything. That's all.
We are everything.
We fall under every category except the one where we need to edit later on and deal with all that nonsense.
Okay, but the podcast in itself doesn't just include editing at all, so it
Exactly.
doesn't need to be live streaming.
No,
No,
it doesn't.
no. Okay, let's get to the main thing today and how live streaming is a way to be seen and heard all around the world.
Indeed.
Indeed, it is. Would you say it's better to start your own live stream, not podcast, but live stream, or to be a guest somewhere?
I think it's better to start by being a guest, which is why we're doing this today to see if anyone would like to be our guest in the show and start by having this little step and testing it out in somebody else's restream or whatever they're using.
Yes, Restream is software that's used to have a live video stream for some of you who want to start with live streaming. So, yeah, there are a couple of them, but well, Restream seems to be quite popular.
For sure. And they are still not sponsoring us, so shout out to Restream if you'd like to.
We already mentioned them, let's say 5 or 6 times, and it is there all the time, hovering here above my head. So, yeah, perhaps they should start sponsoring us because we're so great and we want to talk about them.
Yeah, I think that it would be mutually beneficial.
What would be their? No, no.
Well, they would have a goofy couple of hosts representing them.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure, really sure that's in their benefit, but okay.
Variety. Variety is what we are all for.
Yeah. Okay. You are saying that live stream is much better than podcasting because podcasting is pre-recorded and you can edit things out. Is that true?
I wouldn't say it's better or worse. I wouldn't go into black and white. I think it's better for me personally, and I think there's a chance it'll become more popular just because it's very easy to over polish pre-recorded videos, and because of AI and because of people being afraid to be themselves authentically, just because of many different reasons, anxiety including, live streaming can be a way to show yourself authentically in a
Yes and
natural.
no, because most people are afraid of being alive because they think it's TV or something. So millions of people will going to see it. Oh, we do have
Lucia
some
said hello. Yeah.
comments. Oh, hello, hello. So people basically don't want to go on live stream because of this.
They might not want to go on a live stream, even though I think we successfully get them there, maybe more easily than we would have in a recorded session. I'm not sure, but they like watching live shows and getting to know people, at least in those Q&A shows and similar, where they get a taste of how a person reacts in real time.
Yeah, but that's why many people are afraid of it, because they don't know if they're going to get some tricky questions
For sure,
or
but I
how
think
they will react on live show.
they're afraid of both, but I think live streaming cuts a lot of the overthinking because you can't go back. So once you start, it's difficult to pull the plug. Whilst you can record a show and then overthink
It's not
again what
really
you said.
difficult. You just turn on the internet and it's over.
Yeah, but
It's
people will
not that
know
difficult
that
at
you ran
all.
away.
No, it was all those technical problems and it didn't work out. Ah.
Interestingly, people haven't used that excuse yet with us, so it makes me think that in that panic state, they don't consider
They
that
don't
as an
think
option.
much.
They don't want to be seen as the ones who just disappeared suddenly.
Unlike me, because I usually disappear quite a few times during the live shows. So yeah, but it's really about only because of technical problems. These technical problems are real. Internet is not working in the tunnels, and similarly.
Yeah, I still believe that these are real technical problems.
Yeah. Okay, we have a comment from Vishnya. It's not long enough for me, so please read it.
Oh, okay. Good thinking. People who are afraid of being alive may be also scared of going live. It's very philosophical.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. Oh, what
I don't think it needs an answer.
do they hide under the rock if they don't want to be alive? And they're afraid of
Possibly.
being alive. I don't know, possibly. So going live on the live stream is actually quite frightening, and being exposed out there. If you don't have a perfect hairdo, if you do not look perfect, if you do not speak perfectly English, for example, like this example here, I don't know. What do you think people are afraid of?
All of that, saying something wrong, being seen as less than what they want to be seen as, making some sort of horrendous mistake that will forever haunt them. Things like that, I suppose.
Yeah, because once it's on the internet, it's going to be there forever.
Yes, and everyone who's ever met you is going to see it. Um, take the recording and show it to everyone else that they know, and then you are forever ruined.
Something like that. Yes, kind of.
If your fear doesn't have cosmic proportions, I mean, what's even the point? You might as well go live then.
Yeah, yeah. But about what you said, that everyone they ever know or they will know in future will see it. I think most of it is kind of over exaggerated, because
It might
really
be,
not that much people look at the live shows. And later, well, yeah, you might find it, but I'm not sure how much is viewed afterwards.
for sure. Our attention is so dissipated that it's a really unrealistic expectation for you, especially while you're streaming for the first time or having your first interview as a guest, that it will be so popular and so well seen.
In millions, if not even more.
Yes, which is proven by our one commentator today who we love from the bottom of our heart.
Thank
Vishnu
you,
is
Vishnya, for being here and keeping the show alive today.
for loving live streaming so much. She's saying that people are also scared of technology, and that's
Uh,
true.
yeah, but I'm not sure it's really true because it's so easy with technology today. You just okay. We are working with a streaming platform that is multi platforms. It streams on many different platforms. But if you want to stream on live stream on either YouTube or you want to stream only on Instagram, on Facebook, you basically have a button there, go live, and you just start with your phone, and it's working.
Yeah, if you've tried it already, then it's not scary anymore, which is the same with live streaming or anything else. But if you haven't, and people say that it's simple, then I think it might seem even scarier because if you make a mistake, that makes you appear quite dumb in your mind, of course, because nobody's ever made a mistake
Nah, never.
historically.
And never on some live stream. Never.
Absolutely not. I've never seen it, I've never been a part of it, and
No.
I never will. We have more people joining in. Thea is joining the party. Hi,
Hi,
Thea. Nice
Thea.
to see you. And Vishnu is saluting her. It's
Yeah, they're having a conversation of their own.
you can't blame them, really, can you?
No. Um, I don't know where I stopped.
There was a point where you
Technology.
mentioned there was something I wanted to ask you, and there was a point where you mentioned, people being afraid of not having the right haircut or hairdo, and since
Yeah.
yours is always on point, I
Is
wondered
it?
if you have.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always jealous. It's always where it should be. So,
Okay.
what would you tell people like me whose hair is unpredictable every morning? How should they get prepared for live streaming?
Stop caring about the looks anyway. What? What do you mean your hair is like? What's wrong with your hair? And
Oh,
why
it's
is
just
mine so good? I don't know. I just wake up and that's it basically.
no, I don't believe you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you have
I
some experts
never
at home to
I
help.
never used the hair dryer, for example. I
Me
hate them.
neither.
Yeah. So
Me
your hair is
neither.
perfect. So I think the way to have a good uh, haircut. No, haircut is when you go to a hairdresser. So they decide how it will look like. But
Do
hairdo
hairstyle. Yeah.
in front of a camera is not to use the hair dryer. Never.
Okay. Stop overthinking the hair as well. That's another layer of.
You
I don't know
started to
why I like it.
overthink about
No,
it.
no, I like it. I like the advice.
Yeah, stop overthinking about the hair and the looks and whatever it is. Because people come to the live show because they are interested in what you are saying, what you have to say, and maybe also to answer your questions. I don't know. Ooh, we have a lot of new comments. Let's see, what do we have? Thea says people are afraid of saying something wrong or not being interesting. I think technology today is less scary. Yes, we all agree that technology today is really not that scary. But saying something wrong or not being interesting, that is evergreen, I'd say.
for sure.
It has probably been there since forever.
Maybe even more so today because it's getting harder to be interesting with all the content being available.
Yeah, probably. And I am slowly starting to think about my hair now because I see some insults from the comments there. So Thea says that I'm like Dushko looking, and it's a local singer. Is he still alive?
I would not
I don't know.
want to guess.
No, nobody's seen his hair because he always had what is it
A
called?
wig?
A week. Yeah, a week. So yeah, dead rat on his head. So yeah, he has a wig, and it seems like I have a wig also.
I haven't considered that, but if it is a wig,
Now
well
I'm
made.
thinking about it. Okay, let's move to the next comment. Yes. Hello, Nella, and she is sending us imperfect love.
Thank you, Nella. I think Nella is starting her own show on LinkedIn as well.
Live
So,
show. Is it
yes,
a podcast or a
I
live
think
show?
I think it's both. I don't know. I wouldn't wager to guess. So maybe Nella can tell us how she identifies her show. But we support that wholeheartedly,
Whatever it is, a podcast, live show, audio, video, whatever it is, we support it.
of course.
Of course, yeah. Uh, would you say people are more natural on live shows than on recorded podcasts?
Not necessarily. I'd say it depends on the person. I guess how easily they relax and how used they are to speaking and being recorded. But I think there's a higher chance of that because of things like comments and impromptu things happening that can bring out something a bit more spontaneous.
Yeah, that is actually how people perceive it. But are they more stiff than in, let's say, normal conversation?
When live streaming or recording
Yeah, when
themselves.
live streaming.
I guess we all have personas for different situations, so it can be true, it doesn't have to be true. But if you're afraid and if it's your first time, I think you're likely to be a bit more stiff. That would be expected. Otherwise, you
Okay.
are very, very highly adaptable to new situations.
I'll need to sing this in. I have a different persona for live show, and I have different persona for recorded podcast. Okay.
No, for chatting with a friend, I would
Oh,
guess, or
that's a third persona. So okay.
a fourth. There's always a bit of adaptation to our surroundings. We humans are very good at that. So we tone things down for certain situations.
Or we're acting out, so everything is possible.
Exactly.
Okay, Thea says something about my hair. I'm not gonna read it, so we can just skip the hair part. But Nella says she is planning or is having a brand new mini podcast, Mission Possible. I'm
Good
not
luck with
sure
that.
if it's a live show. What is mini podcast? It's mini in duration of the episode, or is it limited to a certain number of episodes? I'm not sure how. I'm sure we're going to find out soon.
Yeah, I'm curious. Are we a maxi podcast? Now that I'm thinking of the mini.
Oh, we're a podcast. We're not live show now.
We're both. We're both.
We're both- I don't know.
This is
Whatever.
very confusing for us people. If you could decide for us once and for all in the comments, we would be very grateful because as far as we can see, we
Please
are a
do.
podcast, a live streaming show. What else?
Because
There was another thing. I just forgot.
there are probably many other things, but still, I don't know. Because when we start, I don't know how to announce us. So is it live show? Is it podcast? Whatever it is.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. But Nella said she has a short, live, and perfect. Okay, so it's live stream and it's short. Whatever short means, but still, I think we're going to have a short live stream today also.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. What do you think about that? The length, given people's attention spans constantly, well, being described as bad. Do you think
Bad.
it's better to
You
develop
you
a
mean
topic?
having a short attention span? This
Yeah.
should be bad. Oh,
No, no,
I
no.
don't
As
know.
bad as in short, like worsening globally, which I don't
Well,
know if that's
I'm
true or
not.
not.
I'm not really sure about this because I think we are more interested in things that are more and more just having our attention. So, like for example, depending on how you see short attention span, if it's a short video because it's not really something that you can watch for long, yeah, it's probably what now, 10, 15 seconds. But then you hear of the same person that has some show on Netflix that they watch the whole night. So like 20 episodes in from evening to the morning, and they don't even sleep. So this is not short attention span, then, is it?
No, for sure. That's why I said I'm not sure if it's true and what kind of content it is for. But I wonder what people want from live streaming, whether they prefer like short little sound bites or something longer that they can get into and deepen a topic.
I don't think this is at all set by the length of a episode or some show. It's more how interesting it is.
I
I don't know
suppose.
if it does mean that the guest should be interesting, the topic should be interesting, whatever is really important to the person.
We have answers.
Yeah, now we're even more confused. Thank you for the answers.
Live podcast, okay. Live video podcast, okay. Live video podcast, another um, person is saying, Nella, and she's saying a perfect format for building trust.
Live podcast. Okay, we
You
have
don't like
a
it? You're not
definition
sold
now.
on it?
Oh, okay. It's a live podcast. Why would you say it's perfect format for building trust?
Yeah, well,
Perhaps
Nella,
Nella
we
will
should.
answer in the meantime, but could you answer it?
Um, I'd say you have access to the person. That's one thing on the spot, so you can comment and ask questions and see how people react immediately. You get the little bloopers, which I think they're still a popular format. Seeing people making mistakes is a good way to feel better about your own mistakes and to connect to a person. It's very difficult to build a relationship and feel seen and heard or similar to someone who is completely polished and without any errors. So if you're selling services or products that have that human element, I think this is a way to show who you are.
Okay, makes sense.
Do you
Yeah,
disagree?
the bloopers. I don't know. Like I said, there is a different persona for every interaction we have. So, is it really that much that you can build trust with it as you are in person? I'm not sure because you are in front of a camera. So, from what I've seen, most people just act in front of a camera, however it is, or have a different persona for a camera. Let's say it that way.
You can do that in person as well. But when I said having different personas, I didn't mean that as because people talk about being authentic all the time, but I think being authentic does not mean that you're acting the same in every situation. I think it's important to remember that part of genuine interest in other people is adapting to them and making sure that in a serious situation you're more serious. If something bad happened to a person, maybe you will not bring your own cheerfulness from that morning into that situation and so forth. So
Hmm.
we have layers, and I think it's part of normal human functioning to recognize how to act in certain situations, but that's true in person as well. So there's always that filter, and it should be there because it shows that you recognize what kind of occasion it is and how you should act in it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I agree a bit there, but still, one should show however they usually are, either on camera or with other person, if even if they think or feel they need to act something.
I think what we think we should act and what we should act, there's sometimes a disconnect there. And that I think that shows. I think people are pretty good at recognizing that. But a live format is a good opportunity to test that out and see how good you are at being yourself in front of a camera as well.
Yeah. Okay.
The more you do it, the more you relax, and the relaxing part is important there.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because when you do it for the first time, you're all confused and afraid. What is happening? What is going to happen? Who is going to see this? So yeah, it's a bit different for the first
It,
couple of time at least.
for sure, and you have unrealistic notions as to what it's supposed to be. I think as well, especially if all you've seen are, I don't know, the typical old-fashioned style radio podcasts or shows where there's a certain cadence to it, there's a certain seriousness to it, and so forth. So you think that you can't show maybe a more vulnerable side.
I'm not sure who hasn't seen live podcasts or live shows today, so they think everything needs to be on TV or radio, as in on TV or radio. But yeah, okay, could be.
I'm not sure what people aspire to these days. Maybe that's changed completely. So what we're saying is outdated. I'm not sure. I would be curious to hear. Maybe it's heading to the opposite. And if you're too polished, people are immediately disinterested.
Mm. I think this happens a lot today. So if someone sees something polished, it either thinks it's prepared, it's not really that it's supposed to be like it's acted out, or on the other side, perhaps that's even AI.
Yeah, I think there's a point there for sure.
Yeah. I think we've come to end of this topic. It's been a nice half an hour talking to you, and we need to go.
Thank you all for joining us in the comments and deciding for us that we are a live video podcast. We'll ignore the fact that we have some audio episode somewhere floating around still.
No,
And
these weren't live. Oh, this was just conversational audio. It's a different, completely different format.
but we are a live video podcast show,
Still alive, yes.
still
Even after
alive,
this episode.
still with you, and we thank you for your attention. We know how precious it is these days, especially on a Monday. So, cheers
Yeah.
to all of you, and have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you for being here. And bye.